Could you share with me the story of how you met your wife?
It's a great story. It's a great. I got 1,000 stories. That one's funny though. I was actually, and that's not embarrassing. I was taking a nap. It was the middle of the afternoon. I was taking a nap, and the phone rang, and it was a friend of mine who I knew through work. And to make a long story short, he said, "You doing anything tonight?" And I said, "Well, no. I just about a week before broken up with a longtime girlfriend." And I said, "No, I'm not doing anything." And so he said, "Well, I got somebody for you to take out on a date." And I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" He said, "Well, yeah, she's a friend of my wife's, and she recently broke up with her boyfriend, and she was asking if there was anybody that we knew, and we thought of you." So I said, "What the heck?" Okay, so she calls me up on the phone, introduces herself. I go over there, and the funny part of the story is I was. We all have strong suits, right? And one of my weak suits, my wife sometimes calls me Sheldon, is that I wasn't always suave and debonair like I am today. I was pretty nerdy, okay, and so I showed up for this date, and I had wingtip shoes on. Now, apparently, that was not fashionable. At the time, I wasn't very smart about those sorts of things, and so her girlfriend met me at the door, and my future wife kind of stayed back, and she kind of peeked at me out the door, and she told me this story later. She said to her girlfriend, "Oh my God, he's wearing wingtip shoes," and her girlfriend said, "Well, don't worry. It's just a date. You don't have to marry him." And then later on, we hit it off instantly, and the rest is history. But yeah, it was a chance encounter. Actually, my friend was running down the street. The story's a little more complicated than that. My friend was running down the street, and this neighbor actually called him and said, "Paul, Fred, are you doing anything tonight?" He said, "No, but I have a friend who recently broke up with his girlfriend." So it was really almost a chance meeting. Certainly not something that had been planned at all. It was funny because I came over. I was nerd-like, so I came over and I had a menu of a place that I thought would be great to go to dinner. And they looked at the menu, and they looked at me, and they said, "No, we're going to a club." So it started out with my wife calling the shots, and it's been that way ever since. 38 years later, she's a wonderful lady.